Good morning. I'm Rodney Hatfield, and I just want to take a second to comment on what my brother Gene Brown just shared with you, and also to comment, just to reply to you, Gene, just to let you know that I can relate to some extent to what you were dealing with when it comes to your mother. I had the same type situation happen to me. Get a phone call when I'm living out of town, letting me know that there's a possibility that my mother may be dying, and I had to travel from not from North Carolina or from where you were from, but just about still about an hour and something away from where I was living in Chambersburg to back to Pennsylvania, Altoona, Pennsylvania, and when I got there, my mother was still alive, but only on a ventilator, and through that time, I didn't get a chance to see my mother's last smile, my mother's last words. That by that time she was in a coma and she never really came out. But the one thing I did was able to do earlier that day is I did talk to her just approximately 2 hour or hour and a half or 2 hours before I got that call. So then I did get a chance to tell her I love you and hear it from her, never knowing, never thinking that in a couple hours I'd get a phone call that my mother may no longer be alive or is dying. But like Gene said, is when you start looking at those situations, and I also had the chance to speak of some words regarding my mother at her homegoing funeral and her ceremony, and like you said, it's hard to sum up years worth of stuff in a few words, but I was able to put something together to honor her. One of the hardest things I did, but like Gene said, that time, of living, on the fence, those type of things. A lot of people go through that same fence standing or living situation where we're not sure which way we want to go. But I made that decision a while back of getting off the fence and dedicating my life to God, and it's been fun for me. It's been challenging. It's been fun, but my life has always been challenging and fun. But now I'm just doing it in a different way. But I want to echo the sentiments of Gene Brown and let you know that it's time is running out. You know what I mean? And will you be ready? Are you ready? And that's something we need to consider around this time of the year and every day, because tomorrow's not promised. There's a number of friends and family that I had that was here today and gone tomorrow. Young people. So it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? But it's something we need to focus on, and I, quite honestly, and I'm sure Gene Brown will you know, will agree with me that living this life is not that. It's not like it's that bad of a deal. It's. I mean, I don't always have to worry about what I'm doing wrong because I'm trying to do right every day. So I don't have that stress of whether what's right or what's wrong. Or am I missing the mark? I mean, even though we missed the mark, but we live with the expectation of doing right. When we fall, we got to get right back right. We miss the mark, we got to get back right. But our main objective on a daily basis is do what's right for us and try to help somebody else. And I just want to say, Gene, your words very inspiring, touching. When I can relate, especially because I can relate to what you've been through, and I know you from way back. I know your mother, so I can relate to that situation. And just thank you for taking the time to put those words out there. And I hope that, and I know that it has encouraged at least one person, but I'm sure it's many more. But thank you for taking the time to do that. I pray that everybody takes heed to his words and just continues on to live in the way that we're supposed to be living. But I wish you a good day, and I pray that you just have a wonderful day today. And please, please, try not to focus so much on self and be a blessing to somebody else. Rodney Hatfield, Gene Brown, thanks. God bless you, brother. Talk to you soon.